Hello everyone, welcome to Powerline. I'm your host Sky Knight, and today I have another top 10 video. This time specifically focusing on card arts. Card arts with dragons. Yes, a card art dragon video. For me, there are times when you build your deck and you have to put in cards, but then you come across a card that just looks amazing, but you don't put it in the deck because it just doesn't work. There's no synergy with it, or its effect is lame. But then there are cards that look really terrible, but you put it in because it synergizes with your deck. So what I have for you today is my top 10 list of the best looking dragons, which goes over from tier dragons, abyss, winged, flame, even the thunder dragons. I searched all the dragons, and these are the top 10, and I will have 5 honorable mentions. And with that said, if you don't agree with the list that I have provided with you, please put it in the comment section below what you think, which cards have amazing card art. There are a lot of cards in here that I'm probably going to show you guys that most of you have never even heard of because you just pass them over because their effects really aren't that good. So without further ado, let me share to you my top 10 dragon card arts. So for my honorable mentions, I'm going to go with Eradicator Tempest Bolt Dragon. I will go with Sacred Tree Dragon, Multivitamin Dragon, Fairy Light Dragon, Exile Dragon, and Stealth Dragon Royal Nova. These cards, very, very close, have amazing card art in each of their respective ways. They just really didn't make the top 10. The ones that I chose for my top 10 are cards that, pose questions for me or just like stop me right in my tracks. And the number one dragon that I chose actually inspired me to make this video. So there you have it. Those are the honorable mentions. Now let me start with number 10. We have Star Vader Railstar Dragon. This dragon, when I was scouring around for the dragons, I came across this one and I stopped. I legitimately just stopped and was like, wow. This card just looks amazing with all the rings around its tail and a giant railgun mounted on its back. And what really sets it apart from all the other cards that I saw was the background. As important as the actual card is, the background also helps flesh out the card and gives it its proper appearance, which is why I like this card a lot. The dragon just flying in the background, getting ready to fire off its railgun was something really, really good for me. Next, at number 9, I have Dreaming Dragon, a Cosmo Dragon from Genesis. This card is a new release within the new set, and I didn't really think I'd find any dragons in Genesis. However, this card I just stopped and looked at this for about 3 to 4 minutes and was just like, wow, this card art is done extremely well. I like the sleek design of the dragon and the different kanji that's on the card in the background and in the foreground of it was just nice. I thought this card was very well done, and it just surprised me to find a good card looking a good dragon card in Genesis. Next, at number 8, we have Seeker Hallowed Breath Dragon, a Cosmo Dragon from the Royal Paladins. This card, when I came across this card, I was like, yes, I'm going to throw this trigger in all my Royal Paladin decks that don't need the Seeker name or any kind of name towards it. I was like, this looks so cool. It's so articulate. The background just is light enough where the dragon just stands out. I'd never really seen this type of articulation on the trigger before. Usually this type of art is reserved for grade 3s or even grade 2s. It's actually kind of refreshing to see a dragon trigger, to be honest. So that is my number 8 pick. My number 7 pick would be Dread Charge Dragon. This one kind of caught me by surprise because this is another card that I didn't know existed because Narukami isn't a clan that I normally play, but Geez, the art is so serious in this picture. The color of the background. Let's talk. It's a dark background with the light primarily coming from the dragon itself. It's done so well. The lighting is done absolutely so well on this card. So it grabbed my number 7 pick. I can't believe I missed this card, to be honest. But then again, when you don't play a clan, you miss out on some of these cards. But this card is done extremely, extremely well. My number 6 pick is Dragonic Gaius, the tier dragon from Kagero. I had no idea that this was a Kagero card. Let me rephrase that. It didn't look like a Kagero card. Most Kagero cards actually, when I was looking up all the cards, were flame dragons. And to find this among it was like finding a gem. It is drastically different than the other dragons, and it's so well done. It's just so well done. You see the mini planet just resting in the sky or resting in its claws on its wings, either or. The background is just done so well. It was kind of refreshing to see this card. When I was scrolling down looking for dragons, and all I was finding was flame dragons. So this card done exceptionally well. I really, really like this card, and this is why it's my number 6 pick. My number 5 pick is Blue Storm Guardian Dragon, Icefall Dragon, another tier dragon from Aquaforce. I have a perfect guard on this list, and it's quite interesting, to be honest. It's alright, so it's not a perfect card. It's actually a quintet wall, but nonetheless, I like this card art. Most of the cards arts that you see are they just show it and it's deflecting beams and whatnot from your enemy, whatever. But if you look closely into the background of this card art, you see that it's actually protecting what looks to be its kin. And for that creates, for me, a deeper meaning of the Quintet Wall Perfect Guardian itself, because it's more than what it is. I think it's just, for me, it's hard for me to put in words, but just it's done overall so well, and it's much different than the other Quintet Walls and Perfect Guards, in my opinion. You just see the person or the thing there that's protecting you, the Vanguard, but now in the card art, you see it's protecting its kin. This is why I chose this one as my number 5. For my number 4 pick, I chose Eradicator Ignition Dragon, the Break Ride from Narukami, a Thunder Dragon. When I saw this card, I lost it. I legitimately lost it. I'm like, a dragon with a chainsaw. I completely ignored the fact that Narukami got another Break Ride. Irrelevant. I was like, look at this card, it's so good. There's a lot going on in the card, which sometimes deters me from it, but then you look into the background and you see a moon, and it's just like, it was interesting as a contrast point of view, because normally, Thunder Dragon, lightning, but a clear sky. I thought I would see more, storm clouds or something to, symbolize with it, but just aside from that, it just looks great. It looks tough. It looks strong. It means business when it has a chainsaw. It has a chainsaw. I think that should be reason enough. For my number 3 slot, I'm choosing Revenger, Deathmaster Dragon, and Abyss Dragon from Shadow Paladins. Now, this card is a promo, but oh my gosh, this card in itself looks so good. The double scythe just oozes, the card oozes power with it. Unfortunately, it didn't really see a lot of play because A, it's a promo, and B, there are other cards that just, do more. But it just, I think that with the wingspan and the double scythe that it's holding in its hand, the card just oozes power. And the background actually, the background works for the card. They could have done something else, like maybe given it an all black background, or maybe like a backdrop with like a night sky or something. But I think this card just looks well, and you know what? I like the card enough to give it my number 3 spot. So go Deathmaster Dragon. So for my number 2 spot, I'm choosing the Gold Paladin Abyss Dragon himself, Conviction Dragon, Chrome Jailer Dragon. If my friends see this, they were wondering what took so long to see this card, if not see it at number 1. They know that this happens to be my favorite Gold Paladin card, and rightfully so. The black chains, the whole feel of this card, the time in which it's in, and its lore, but that's all separate. I'm just talking about card art right now. The darkness feel with the armor is just so good. I really, really, really like this card. It would be even more amazing with a full art, and I would even have this as a playmat if I could. I really just like everything about this card. The fun fact, this is actually one of the cards that I play in a deck right now. I play it strictly because of the art, not because of its ability. Its ability is great, with the second ability being able to fill the field and whatnot. However, I play this card actually on card art alone. So that proves that sometimes card arts can win and be put into a deck. Lastly, for my number 1 pick, and I'm going to tell you, I don't think anyone is going to see this coming. None of my friends or anything. And it's going to blow their minds as well. But my number 1 choice for, I think, that the best card art for a dragon is the Flame Dragon from Kagero. Seal Dragon, Spike Hell Dragon. Yes, a Kagero card is my favorite card art for dragons. This card single-handedly makes me want to build a Seal Dragon deck, and I will find a way to put this in a deck, even if it's at one copy. This card is so amazing. I was checking out the comment section below on this card, just because you get curious every now and then, and everyone was pretty much in unison that it was a wasted. They said it was a wasted card art because the card is so good. The card art is so good, and I agree with them. With the seals just coming off and the flames, you feel like the flames are burning off the seals. Everything about this card just looks amazing. It looks so powerful, which is a card. I want to reserve that one word because that's what this is. The card art is so powerful. It's in motion. You see the aftermath. Everything about the card just looks amazing, and this is my number 1 pick for card art for dragons. So there you have it. That is my top 10 with the extra 5 for honorable mentions of card art dragons. This one was a bit different for me to do. I had a couple others that I kind of wanted to do, but this one I thought was very interesting to do because it just seems so random. It just seems a really random one to do, and it gets people to think and ask themselves, what is your favorite card art? What kind of card sticks out to you? Not because its mechanic is really good, but just because the card looks really well. We all have that one card that we just like, wow, this card is amazing because it looks really good. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can leave it in the comment section below. I would love to see what your favorite card art is in terms of dragons. And if you like this video, let me know in the comment section below. What would you like me to do next? Or give it a thumbs up to let me know that you like this type of top 10. This is Skyknight signing off. Have a good day.